Welcome to the 31 Nights of Macoween. Every day in the month of October, I'll review one spooky, scary movie. Come and join if you dare.
You know how to use this?
Kinda. I've covered wars, you know.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
I guess the saying of "you'll never forget your first" is true in the cases for directorial debuts, and the one I'm talking about is Zack Snyder's 2004 remake of the original George A. Romero's 78 film with the same name. Now I'm going to be reviewing the 2004 film as its own entity rather than comparing it to the OG film, because honestly, this 2004 film is a good zombie movie. Seeing that this was Snyder's first film, a lot of his worst traits aren't present in this one as much. They're there, but they're not as big as they would become later in films. Dawn of the Dead feels like a high-budget B-movie, and it makes the film better. What I like about the film is the setting, characters, and its visual effects. The setting of the film takes place in a Milwaukee shopping mall. Now, shopping malls have been a staple in the horror genre for many generations, especially in zombie media, which is original film and even video games like Dead Rising, my favorite. And the setting of the mall works in Dawn of the Dead because it feels like a spacious setting, but still can lead to anxiety and stress-filled moments, knowing it's a little too big to truly make sure there are no zombies in the mall. It's just pure genius. I love the setting of the malls, and Dawn of the Dead uses that to its advantage. The characters in this film, in theory, should be the generic archetypes in a zombie film of this type. And yes, they are, but they have little nuances that add to their character and make you care about them in the apocalypse. For example, the security guard they first encounter in the mall, in any other film, he would be the antagonist in any other films of this type. However, by the end of the film, you realize that you want this man in your squad to fight off the dead. And that is what I call character development. And finally, the visual effects in this film are outstanding, particularly the makeup. They really made all the blood and guts straight up visual effects to make it as real as possible, and they do a fantastic job of it. And I loved it. And the makeup effects on the zombies were amazing too. Everyone was really in the zone when it came to doing this film. And for that, I tip my cap to the crew. Dawn of the Dead was released on March 19th, 2004 on a budget of $26 million. After its run at the box office, it would go on to gross $102.3 million. Overall, no matter what your opinion is on Zack Snyder and his films, you have to admit that he came out swinging with Dawn of the Dead. It is a good zombie film and can be any time during the spooky season. I'm going to give Dawn of the Dead 2004 an 8 out of 10. Stay tuned for Night 7.